Peace, peace, peace. Um, right now, I just want to go over, you know, the fires in the world. I want to go over that. We're seeing fires all over the world. Um, we we are get an opportunity to to look at the constant battle of the world that we're in, and we see these things happening, right? We see these things happening, and we don't know how to label them, I would say, right? Most of us don't know how to label them. We're looking at it from, I don't know, hold on, from a standpoint of ignorance a little bit, you know? You get all this going on, uh, fires in North Korea, Lebanon, Congo, Iraq, Italy, Russia, UAE, uh, Australia, China, Kuwait, Birmingham, UK, Brussels, New Haven, another UK place. And it brings me to this right here. Fires all over the world. Fires, you know? I'm pretty sure this is just wildfires. But look at it. Look at this. Look at this. You know, sometimes it's like you can't tell me that the scriptures is not telling the truth, because it is it is confirming itself. And they say that's NASA. Now, remember, I don't trust NASA. I don't believe NASA in everything they say. But they always talk about fires all over there, all the time. All the time. Right? See, the end of the world isn't the end of everybody's world. It's the end of those that been controlling it. So you got Beirut. There's another Beirut picture. Another Beirut. Let's put bombings. Look at this. You know, in a righteous world, would this stuff happen? You know, would this stuff happen? It's it's beyond me that we uh, think that this stuff is normal, and then we watch it. It's like somebody gets off on this stuff happening, you know. But this ain't the fires though. These are massacres and shootings and shit. I don't know why they put that up there. I put a list of bombings. I put a list of terrorists. Sometimes, you know, they're not gonna they're not they're not gonna put the actual information up like this picture here. They're not gonna actually put all these in the list. Because they're not gonna say that it's they're not gonna say that they're all connected. They would never say that all this stuff is 2017. You see how they doing? They don't wanna put the list that I was just what I just went over. They don't wanna do that. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Then you had an this is the thing. You had an earthquake in North Carolina. You have child sex trafficking. You got hurricanes come and they go. You got open end slavery in Libya. They killed Gaddafi for gold. Lebanon, there's Hezbollah and Iran working out of Lebanon. Syria, I'm not too sure what's going on in Syria right now. You had ISIS that was controlled because of people destroying their beloved country, and then they're mad that those people are mad that these things are happening, right? And all of this stuff comes from the lack of law. From the lack of law. A binding custom or practice of a community. You can't have a community without a binding custom. You can't have this without this. You just can't. A rule of conduct. See, you can't have a community without binding customs, which are rules of conduct or actions prescribed or formally recognized as binding or enforced by a controlling authority. Priests, and this is why in the scriptures they tell you that priests should be getting married. This is why I tell you that. Common law. This is what the Constitution is. Common law. Them adding things to the Constitution, to their corporate system, goes against common law. Them telling you they taking away guns. Them telling you to stay in your house. Them telling you to put on masks. Them telling you they're giving you a ticket for speeding. There is no law that is in the Constitution that prohibits you from speeding. Now, there is policies and stuff when you want to add to the Constitution so that people wouldn't hurt each other, but it's not a real criminal act, right? The control brought about by the existence or enforcement of such law. The action or laws considered as a means of redressing wrongs. So, law is something that it binds everything. Right? It binds everything. The only way that, the universe could work is through law, ordinance, rule prescribed by authority, regulation, district governed by some laws, also sometimes right, legal privilege. And that's why I said in one of my lives on Facebook, we don't need lawyers that are there to bend the law. We need people there to uphold the law, to distinguish if you did hold the law or you broke it, not to bend the law. See, some of these lawyers are out here trying to bend and break the law, right? So I went over two different things. Why this is happening, fires in the world, right? Wildfires, bombings, all this comes from the lack of law. It comes from the lack of law. A system that keeps people binded together, something laid down that which is fixed or set. See, fixed or set. You have to uphold something that is fixed and set. You're not supposed to be trying to bend it and break it. And that's what people are doing. And it comes down to this. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. So in some of the world, they think that heaven means some magical place somewhere else. Heaven only means a kingdom, right? A realm of existence, a place that has its own laws, their own culture, their own system. So when it says, which heaven shall, in in the which the heaven shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So look what we're talking about. Look what we're talking about. We're talking about all these fires, all this fires all over the world. And they say, oh, we have to get rid of it because the brush fires are fake brush fire map for Australia. We have all these fires in the world, and because you have to burn the wood that was there before. Why not let nature take care of it? Why do we have to burn things? Why do we have to take care of it? Nature knows how to clean itself, just like your body knows how to heal itself. That's what it says. Fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And I said this on Facebook, these people are here to destroy their existence. They're here to destroy. If they can't have it, they don't want nobody else to have it. You heard? If they can't have it, they willing to destroy it. They're destabilizing the world all because the globalists can't have power. They can't have power. So that's what you're watching. The earth also and the works. The works is what the heavens is. Your laws, your customs, your culture, the works. And we have to take into account that we don't understand the full gravity of this place that we call Earth, and what it is really consisted, what makes us whole on this place. We industrialized everything to the point people are working to pure exhaustion. What are we doing? What do we do with this? What do we do with this? What do we do with this? Huh? Let's go check something out, man. So we start to learn all the things that are happening in the world is because we don't adhere to the laws. And that's what the Bible is. You know, that's what the Bible is. It's laws that keep us in right standing with the universe, with with the wisdom of the universe through thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years of trial and error, learning the difference between particular series of events. And when you take out your the knowledge of oneself and throw them into chaos with no law, no nothing, you put yourself into a delusional state, because you're not in alignment with the creation that has been created, right? I always everything goes back to this. I don't really care if you think it doesn't. Everything 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 goes back to this. We don't we don't we sorry, I gotta get my words together today, you know. And this is the laws that the spiritual world deals with. When I'm talking about the spiritual world, I'm talking about in the way that you would connect with the sun, the moon, the wind, the water, the earth. This is the thing that how you would communicate with them. We have this weird thing where we disconnect ourselves from the metaphysical and the physical, as if the metaphysical and the physical aren't one and the same. Where they're not one and the same. We think that they're not. Let's listen.
Metaphysics.
Yeah. A branch of philosophy, that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space. See, you have to study this in conjunction with law. Well, I don't have law in here no more. Just kidding. In conjunction with law, in order to get a full grasp of what you're talking about. Man is mind, which is in the Hermetic principles, right? Man is mind. The all is mind. The universe is mental, right? So look at this. All metaphysics is all mental things. How do you know what time is it? Is there really a clock on the earth other than the sun moving? That's a mental thing. Is there a space? Is there really a different space between being on one floor or not? Right? There's these things are abstract, right? Identity, abstract. Cause, abstract. Substance, abstract. Knowing, abstract. These are not like in your face.
Disassociate.
So everything is abstract. You know what I'm saying?
Abstract. Abstract.
So disassociated from any specific instance. Difficult to understand. So you see, such as being knowing. Knowing is abstract. How can you grab somebody's knowledge? How can you grab somebody's emotions? You can only see that when they exhibit it or show it. You see what I'm saying? So metaphysics falls in its law. This is the law of what this is. The definition is the law of what this is. You know, I think somebody said that law. I mean, sorry. Um, what they say? It was something about. I just had it at the tip of my tongue, but oh, science tells us how, right? Religion, or the books, the spiritual books, tell us what they found out. They give you the understanding of what these things mean. That's what the spirituality books do. The Bible, the Quran, the Vedas, the Vespa, the Tao Te Chang. That's what they do. The Kabbalion, the Zohar. That's what they do. The abstract understandings of the cause and identity of this place. And it all falls under a binding custom and practice of the community, a rule of conduct. How do you conduct yourself on this plane of existence? They don't teach you that. They don't teach you that. They don't teach you that at all. That's why you see the fires, because the earth is, as long as the earth is a sentient being, it breathes, it thinks, and we think that things are supposed to think how we think, right? Animals don't think like how we think. They don't think that they have to get up at 6 in the morning to go get a job or go to work. They eat when they want. They have sex when they want. They play when they want. If they're that type of animal, they they do what they want. We're just at the next level of sentient being, where we can create mountains, we can create holes, valleys, we can create lakes, we can create rivers, we can create buildings, we can create all types of things once you understand this and this. And it all comes from this. That's the spiritual world. The Ten Commandments. Alright, so the only reason I go over these things is because of of what we're seeing in the world. The fires, the chaos, the riots, the delusion that people are feeling when they listen to uh, when they're watching the world, not knowing who to trust, you know,
Delusion.
something that is falsely or delusive, delusively believed. So, you know, Biden could say the most racist things. He could sit there touching women. But you know what you would hear from people? They would say, Trump, he's grabbing pussy. But you got Biden kissing on little girls, kissing people that's not his kids, touching on women that's not them, holding on to women that's not them, his wife, doing all types of things, talking about kids touching his hair in the pool. What? Trump did one thing. He said something in jest about rich people being able to take advantage. Does that mean he took advantage? I don't know. Maybe. But in the last 3 years, you haven't heard nothing about him doing anything or seen anything come out. Any pageant women come out. You have seen people come out saying stuff as far as different things. And then you see the exoneration of him. It's like we forget that law prove innocent until proven guilty. We don't take that seriously for some reason. And that comes because we never learned the laws of the land, what binding custom and practice of a community. Common law, constitution. This is how you find out what's going on in the world. You have to look up these words and get a full understanding of what they actually mean. This is a noun. Noun. So I'm trying to get you guys to see what's going on in the world, and we'll get there. I'm gonna get there, but you have to understand these things first and why these things are happening in the world first. All right. So with that, man, please come back, like these videos, subscribe to the page. Remember to subscribe to the page and like the video so more people can see it. Because great things are in store if we all work together. You understand? Alright guys, peace.